Hello friends, welcome back. It's your boy Size. I know it is not very productive to do videos every day, especially if I want to, the one that I intend to post on YouTube. But I want to know my limit, man. I want to know how far can I go without being exhausted. So, it feels a little bit awkward to do video here because I'm currently at the Zumba studio at the gym, and because the class has already finished, so the whole room is almost empty. There's only a few people who's practicing their work, and yeah, man, I have an opportunity to do a video in this spacious room. Of course, on the outside, where the gym room is, there are a lot of people still training, and I'm not quite used to this doing video in this type of environment. To be honest, man, I was almost give up and take my bag and go home, but I decided, well, why would I give up, What is the worst thing that could happen? Maybe people from outside look at me and think, oh, what the hell is this guy doing? Yeah, of course, some people might criticize, and I don't have control over other people's opinion. So my part is do what I gotta do, and then go home. Do you know what I mean? It's very as simple as that. And today's video is about creativity or personal transformation. It is enough, man. I think it should be enough. We have been looking for comfort life. We've been looking for pleasure and easy lifestyle. Stop. Because the thing that we really passionate about comes from the work. So usually those are a lot of things that we really want. They are disguised. They are pretending as a work. Just think about this scenario, man. A lot of creative work, a lot of innovation. For example, when we look back at the history, we didn't have airplane, we didn't have a spaceship, we didn't have internet. Even the cars it's not something that has invented with a swing of a magic wand. A lot of people go through failure and a process in order to actualize their ideas, their creative work. So what are the sources of creative work and a personal transformation? Well, different people might have an opinion on that, but what my point is, a lot of good thing, creative work comes from boredom, being bored. Imagine, man, the people that created the airplane, that created the internet, that create mobile phones, they are not very different from what we are as a human being. They have their brains. It's funny to say that, but when we contemplate on how come they could produce such an enormous work that could contribute to a society or even all around the world. So the one thing that pushed them to create the work is because they are bored. Does that make sense? This is my perspective, okay? I'm not referencing or any article or any research. I'm just trying to think in my own way. So So what happened? Because today, these people, we have an internet, we have a lot of facility. So life here is very easy, and at the same time, it's really hard. So when we wake up, most people pick up their phone and scroll through social media at the first thing in the morning. Whereas a lot of people in history, they didn't have mobile or they didn't have other distraction. So in my guess is when they wake up, all they gotta be doing something, right? They gotta be working toward something productive. Otherwise, their life feels pretty much boring. So you can take this principle and apply it to your own self. You give yourself, set yourself a period of time that you don't do anything. Just sit in your room and don't watch phone, don't watch computer, don't play game. Eventually, you will be bored. Eventually, you will bore, and I also think it's very true in my case, because when I busy at work, maybe 9 or 10 hours I spent in the office. By the time when I came back, there's no energy left to do other productive work. So whenever I got a long holiday, maybe 1 week or 10 days, in those situations, I have a lot of time to do nothing. And when I look back, those period of times when I felt bored are exactly the period that I was most productive. For example, I could do a lot of YouTube video. I could go to different places, and I could shoot a lot of pictures. So, and in addition, I also read. I could also read a lot. I could do my homework a lot. So those work are the consequence of boredom. So my point is that we should start embrace the different side of the coin. At one side we have a pleasure, comfort, easy. At the other side we have a suffering, boredom, and failure. So if you want to be creative, if you want to do some valuable work, give yourself a time that you are with yourself alone. Not your girlfriends, not your friends, not your wife, not your family. Just make a time for yourself, okay? And then eventually, when you persist, the creativity, the new ideas will comes out naturally in your mind. And by the time those ideas come out, you gotta pick up. You gotta grab it and execute as soon as possible. That is how your ideas comes into reality. Okay, and if you say you want to be independent person, you want to be mentally strong, and you want to be happy, then this is not going to happen naturally, man. Just because you want those things, the God or universe will give you, will fulfill your wishes. It's not gonna happen. So if you want those qualities, so what you gotta do is learn to live with loneliness. Don't fill your time. Don't fill all of your free time with people. don't distract yourself with mobile devices or social media. No, don't do that. You gotta learn. No, the thing is, man, this is not a one-time process. So just because you overcome your loneliness in one day, it doesn't mean you become emotionally independent person. No, it doesn't work like that. You gotta be work every day in, day out. Okay, so the work never stop. So yeah, man, that's what I want to say. A lot of things that we wish we want are the result of the work that we've been avoiding all the time. And the other thing is, success, in my opinion, is not very straightforward. It's not a very clear-cut answer. You do this and you do that, and you succeed in life. No, it's not. It doesn't work like that. And the work, the process, is never glamorous as well. So success, in my opinion, is not about self-discipline, or it's not. Yeah, I'm not saying those elements are not important. There are a lot of other things that we easily overlook. For example, a tiny attitude that can be beneficial in your journey toward success is you gotta have the ability to block out other things that are not associated with your goal or with your dreams. Okay, and most of them are just simply distraction. As a man, I couldn't speak for women, but as a man, we have a lot of distraction. Some of them, for some people, it might be alcohol. For some people, it might be drug. For some people, it might be women. Men like women like men. So it's very awkward, man, but I'm going to say it. So we are, whenever we go out, even if I go to the gym, I'm encountered with a lot of, a lot of beautiful people, and if I let those people influence my mind because of their physical appearance, if I let those appearance influence my mind, then my mental state will be easily shaken. So you have to be able to block out. Okay, in this case, I have one goal, and my goal, for the sake of privacy, I'm not revealing what my goal is right now in this video, because I don't want to decrease its potency. Because I believe there's a strong potential that the potency of dream will dissolve if I speak out before it become actualized. So I'm not going to reveal about what is my goal here, okay? But what I want to say is that I'm working towards my goal, and other people. My case is education. Okay, I'm really into the educating myself. Some other people might into money. They want to earn money as much as possible. Some people want to travel as many places as possible. We all have a different dreams and pursuits. By all means, if you are into money, you have to say almost no to everything that is not directly associated with money. You know what I mean? In my case, because I'm pursuing money because I'm continuing my academic career. Some people might say, oh, you are already 26, 27, why are you still studying at school? Shouldn't you be at career or pursue earning money and getting married and start your family? Shouldn't be doing that. I know the reason why they're giving me such advice is because they love me. Yeah, I know that, but okay. From my perspective is okay. I heard what you guys are saying, but let me focus on my academic career first because this is what I'm doing right now. So that's it, man. That's what I want to say. You have to block. You gotta stick with your goal, and don't let other things easily shake your mind. So the thing is, man, you gotta have yourself this unshakable mind and stick with one thing for a long time. The work is never fun, man. And the progress usually happen very incremental daily. You know, the result should not happen overnight. There are a lot of people who are the same age with me, and I know they are earning a lot of money, and some of them already bought a house or lands, whatever. Okay, it's good for them. I'm not changing my way just because they are doing in their chosen path. This is my path and this is their path. Let's not mix together, okay? I work my path of education. I'm okay with not having a lot of money this time period. In the coming five or I don't know, maybe 5 or 7 years. I'm really into the educate myself, and I could forget about money in the meantime, you know. Okay, so that's it, man. That's my message for today. I'm going to summarize today's video with a short message. Is the creativity or personal transformation comes from boredom rather than inspiration. You know? It is good to have your goals. It is good to have the destination that you are going towards. But those good feeling, motivation, they are very short lived and they come and go. So if you want to be a creative person, if you think you lack in creativity, then give yourself some free time that you do when you do nothing. You just sit yourself, okay, in your room. Learn to embrace this silent moment, and then the ideas, the creative idea, will naturally flow out. And this is, as far as I know, this is my personal experience, and I feel like, and I think my story, my experience can represent, even though it's not identical, it could in some way, it could be similar to other people's experience as well. So that's it, man. Give yourself some time, and that is how you obtain new ideas, new creativity. Okay, that's it, man. That's all for today. See you in the next video. Okay, bye bye.